Good afternoon. This is a kind of an extemporaneous broadcast here by the WooF Ditty, and usually we come on about 3.5 hours from now, but we're doing an afternoon thing today because of special circumstances. I was unable to be here. I have another show to go to this evening up in Los Angeles. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our show this afternoon. I hope y'all are around to pick this out. We got the WooF acts with us today. I'm not sure who's going to be in, but it'd be cool to see who comes up. We're just jumping and jamming this afternoon on a Wednesday afternoon. Okay? We have a special breed today. It'd be the Chinese Crested, which the WooF driver who brings you this, the host of this all-dog network and the shows, has a 4-pack of Huskies, the Husky pack, the WooF pack, and then one little Chinese Crested Gigi. And we wrote a ditty about little Gigi today, the Chinese Crested, and we had a little boo-boo in the lyrics of his Chinese Crested. There's 2 Chinese Crested, okay? One's called a Powder Puff and one's called Hairless. And I believe his is Hairless, although in the ditty I thought it was Powder Puff. So I said Powder Puff, then GG, so it could be confusing. The Hairless ones have kind of like hairless, kind of sort of, except for the head and the tail and the feet. So I'm going to show you some pictures here of the Chinese Crested, which looks kind of like this. And I believe, pretty sure, that the one without the hair, you see on there, is Gigi, and the other one's a full-haired one. And so they come in 2 different ways. The one with the hair is called a Powder Puff, and the other one's called Hairless. So I'm sorry about that in terms of the reference in the ditty, which you're going to hear in a little bit, about the Chinese Crested. But what I'm going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about the facts and figures of these puppies. And so there's 2 distinct varieties of these guys, Hairless and Powder Puff. The Hairless is a variety, is just that, hairless except for its feet, head and tail, and the Powder Puff has a long soft coat, most like other little dogs like that. Some breeders to this day bucket, as they call it, the Powder Puffs. Hi Brenda, you're there, good to see you this afternoon. We're a little off schedule today, we're early today, because we have special circumstances that no one knows about. So we just went on live here to see what happens. Hope it works out today. And again, you'll see the post later at 7:30, those who come on and are waiting. Nick is there. Hi, Nick Mullins. Cool. But for those who usually tune in later at 7:30, like I'm normally here on the Pacific time, this will be posted later to watch. So forgive me for that. You watch it unlive, so to speak. And we have the WooF Act staple music. But what happens is the Powder Puff is long soft, but some breeders to this day bucket, quote, as they call it. Doesn't sound too good. The Powder Puffs, when they were born, simply because they claim they are not worth much. See, this is stuff that just drives me crazy. The breeder buckets the puppy. Buckets the puppy. That's mean. Drop in a bucket of water when they're first born and let it die. I mean, wow. That's unbelievable. But I had to tell you, I didn't. You find out about these things, you go, Cynthia, I hope all is well there with everybody's good. Mimi, you're on early, right? I'm on early because I have special circumstances. I have to go to do something later on, and I wasn't able to be live later, so we're on now. I'm glad you're all catching it. It's kind of cool. Maybe you got some kind of signal that tells you that here we are. Got the axe, got the shirt. Still working on the shirt deal. It's going to happen pretty soon. We'll know what's going on. But today's breed, the little Chinese Crested, it's funny because the WooF driver has the 4 Huskies, of course, we know about, and he has one little Chinese Crested, Gigi. So I wrote a little ditty about Gigi. I'm going to play it. And there's 2 kinds, the Powder Puff and the Hairless. Now, I kind of goofed up. I said Powder Puff right before I said Gigi in the ditty, not thinking that, Gigi is the Hairless. And again, I showed the 2 pictures here. Gigi would be the one on the without the hair, and that's the Powder Puff is the other one. So we get clear on what these guys look like. Of course, there's other pictures. Look at this studly little thing here. How about that? That's a Hairless, where there's hair on the feet, tail, and the head like that, and groomed. Hey, Nick. Okay. So, yeah, the powder puff variety is a beautiful dog with a full coat. For many people do not realize they exist because a lot of websites only show the hairless variety, which is kind of more recognizable as the Chinese Crested, as we just saw. Both varieties are equally recognized by the major kennel clubs, though. Okay, the skin and coat can be any color, and they got almond-shaped eyes and eye rims, and they have a color that matches the color of the dog. The ears are large and not cropped. Thank you very much. No cropping allowed. Brenda, hi. Good to see you. Cheryl, hey WooF. Good to see you. Linda's there. Hello. I saw you last night. So you see I'm on early, and that's okay today. There's this exception to the rule today. It's Wednesday. I got some things came up for later, so at least the show will be there for those who don't get on because they think it's later. Okay. The temperament. Most of the most popular of the hairless breeds that are still very rare. Overall, the Chinese Crested are rare. You don't see a lot of them. The dogs are alert, charming, and agile and lovable. Hello, Linda. Again, good to see you. I'm reading these as we go. They're small. Affectionate, playful with children. Children should be taught not to be rough with this breed, as it is friendly, but it's not have protective hair, as other breeds may, and can get injured easily. So the kids, you can be careful with them. They want to drop their heavy shovel toys on the little thing and scrape them and scratch them. And again, what's interesting is the WooF driver, with his 4 Huskies, as big as they are, has this little GG Chinese Crested as his other 5th dog. Hello, Denise. How are you tonight? Doing very well. Thank you for asking. We just having fun again today. Chinese Crested breed night. This show won't be quite as long as usual today under circumstances, but I wanted to get on with the Chinese Crested, which happens to be the WooF driver's 5th. Cool shirt. Yeah, these shirts. The WooF driver shirt. We're getting them. See if we can get them manufactured so we can offer them to the public here and all our viewers and dog lovers. Thank you, Nick. But don't let the wonderful breed fall into the small dog syndrome, like most small dog syndromes can happen, when they lack the human pack leadership. It's easy to baby the small dog, oh, little cute, little good. You don't want to do that kind of thing, unfortunately, anymore. You want to do if you're little infant babies. We do that all the time, and these kids grow up, because they learn really quick what's going on. They get used to being spoiled, it's... Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, they don't want to get spoiled. You don't want to spoil people. I mean, that's why you have issues with your kids when they become teenagers, because you've either given them everything and didn't make them earn anything, and they think they deserve everything. It's not their fault. And then you think they're little brats. Parents' fault. Thank you. If your dog growls, guards objects, snaps, or bites, the dog has been allowed to take over, and the pack leader needs to get his act together. So they can be corrected as soon as the humans start displaying the proper leadership. So anytime you have a problem, you have to change the deal, just like with kids. And your kids, if you have children, you start to do the wrong behavior and let them talk back to you and all these things. You let it happen once, you don't nip it, well, then they say it's okay, and it's a constant nightmare. So we learn how to teach, and train our dogs and make them so appreciative that, it's not like you're like that's not how it is. Then you're not make them feel like that. You can still baby them, but you be firm with them. And they respect that. It's all about respect. Love comes from respect, I believe, if you think about it. So, height, weight, 12 inches high. A foot high they are about, and they're not over about 10 pounds. I mean, you can't really overfeed them. If you look like put with your stomachs couldn't handle it, they probably wouldn't want to do it. So be careful. Be careful. And they gain weight easily. Most dogs, small dogs do. So you caution not to overfeed them. Then exposed skin on those hairless babies needs their special care, especially if you're out in the sun. Don't let them get sunburned. Use a good sunscreen if you have to, and if the dog's going to be out in the sun. But best you keep them out of the sun. So you have to deal with the possibility of that, where they can harm them. They're prone to tooth loss and decay, the hairless ones. So you might want to, again, brush their teeth If you do it as their puppies, they're not going to bite you. Get their little lip open. I do it Buster ever since there's a baby, no problem. I can brush them any day of the week, every day if I want. And I go have them the non-anesthetic cleaning twice a year at least. And it keeps them nice. No breath problems, no teeth problems, just like our own. But usually the first teeth to fall out, or tusks they call them, kind of the canine teeth. A high percentage of the Cresteds are allergic to wool and lanolin. So both Hairless and Powder Puff are born in the same litter, so you've got the same circumstances, so to speak. Brenda says pit bulls as well. Makes sense. Each hairless one carries one gene for hairless and one gene for hair. Hi Debbie, I'm on early, good to see you. 2 hairless genes can be fatal. So I don't know anybody other than the WooF driver that has a hairless Crested, but he's so far he knows all these things and takes care of her, I'm sure, to the ultimate degree, like the Huskies. They're good for apartment life because they're small and they're fairly active indoors and will do okay without a yard, but they should wear a sweater in cold weather. Okay. Exercise, although tempting to carry, you want to carry them about. They're dainty little creatures. These little dogs need daily walk. So play with care and a lot of exercise their needs. However, with all breeds, play will not fulfill all their primal instinct that they want to walk. Walk. We got to walk. Walk a little, you can tell. You can tell when they like to walk and when they're done walking, little tails up. I'm done. Okay. And we know the behavioral problems if you don't get their exercise out. It's just common sense with every breed, perhaps, for sure. So, if you can let them romp in a safe, enclosed place, open area, off leash, that's cool, such as large fence yard. And just because they're small, don't think they need to be confined to a small space. Doesn't matter. Hi, Cindy Rice. Good to see you. So I'm going to play a little ditty about Chinese Crested here.
There are 2 distinct varieties of the Chinese Crested dog. The hairless and the powder puff. The hairless variety is just that. Hairless except for his feet, head and tail. The powder puff has a long, soft coat and fluffy little tail. The powder puff variety, a beautiful dog with a full coat of fur, male or female. The Chinese Crested. The skin and coat can be any color and solid, mixed, or spotted all over. Both hairless and the powder puff variety can be born in the same litter you see. With the head of the Chinese Crested being wedge-shaped when you view from the top or the side. You might just slip them in a basket and go for a nice ride. Gigi is one we know. She belongs to the WooF driver and really loves to go out on the trails with her family pack of Huskies. Don't you know? Gigi is the Chinese Crested. We know that's Gigi, the Chinese Crested. We know Chinese Crested. We know a little powder puff variety of the Chinese Crested. We know that's Gigi, Chinese Crested. We all know belongs to the WooF driver. Don't you know? He takes her out with the Husky pack. Little bitty thing likes to go with the pack. Yes, she does. That's Gigi, a one Crested we know. Go, baby. Go with those big boys. Right on that cart. All right.
Little Gigi, the Chinese Crested. Do you know anything about pit bulls and how to help about growling and when you feed, about growling at you when feeding her She has puppies. When feeding her, she has puppies. Honestly, I'm not the guy to ask. But if you contact thedogcounselor.com, Mr. Dean Miller, he most likely answer that question for you. Email him or just give him a call. If you go to his website, thedogcounselor.com, Dean Miller, you'll see his phone number and his email. Shoot him an email, tell him you watch the All Dog Network, and his shows are also posted on alldognetwork.com. Look under host Dean Miller, and you know, he's got like, I don't know how many, he's up to like in the teens of episodes, and you might want to watch his episodes. They're, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe, and see if he says anything about that. But specifically for the pit bull in this case, just email him and he'll contact you and you can communicate, Skype, email, whatever the case, and he can help you out with that for sure. Brenda, for sure. He's great. He'll know. And that's a good question. I did a show on pit bulls on the All Dog Network, I think, but not specifically about, hi Deborah Trainer, not about that situation or that behavioral issue, temperament. Okay, but Dean can't answer that for you. He's good. Professional dog trainer, behavioral specialist. Okay, you're welcome. That's what's cool about the show. We have referrals. We have people that are doing behavioral training. We have a couple gals that are doing the dog yoga shows about how to do yoga with your dog and yourself. Calm them down. Interesting stuff. Never heard of it before until I saw it. I couldn't believe it. It's like real. It really works. They're into it. Then we have the WooF News. We have Britt Savage with the news shows that are hilarious about stories all over the world about dogs, things that happen that are unusual, that you just get humored out of, you know, and very clever stuff. Hope you are feeling okay because you look tired. Yeah, it's been a rough one. We've had... I've also been out in the sun. That does that to me. I get out in the sun for just too long, and but yeah, we had a little rough night last night. Just nothing wrong. Just couldn't sleep. You know, I'm always doing something, and I stayed up late recording. So, and I'm on early today, not because of that, because again, I got to go do something here in LA. So tonight, so I wanted to come on, so I didn't want to miss the show. It's hard to do it remotely, but I appreciate that. I feel great. Just a little lack of sleep. I'll get over it. I take my vitamins and try to eat right, you know. But thanks for that. So, life expectancy for this little guy, about 10 to 12 years for the litter size, somewhere about 2 to 6 puppies. Grooming, the Cresteds are very clean. That's good news. No doggy odor. That's nice. And powder puffs, the ones with the hair, need a lot more grooming. Of course, got all the hair. Daily brushing of the powder puffs, long, fine, double-coated is recommended. Taking care when the dog is shedding, for sure. Extra care. Be careful when they're shedding. Have to yank it all out. The woolly undercoat becomes matted if neglected. So again, if you're on top of all this stuff, your puppy stays happy, feels good. You know what I mean? Bathe the hairless frequency and massage a little oil or cream in the skin to keep it supple. That makes sense. Just like conditioner. These dogs shed a little and no hair to no hair, and are great for allergy sufferers because there's not a lot of hair in your carpet, your floors, or wherever in your house. The hairless variety is not prone to fleas. Nice. Don't like those things. But they can get ticks like humans, and they're easy to see that way. So hopefully they don't get ticks, and you keep them tick-free and all that, and use the right thing. Okay, well that's kind of, they're in the Southern Toy Group is what they're called. Okay, and they're recognized by all the American Kennel Associations. All right, that's our old Chinese Crested. That looks, there's a cute one there. Out in the garden, ready to take off. Looks like probably like Gigi, ready to get on the cart and head out with the Huskies. But Wolf Driver takes her out with the 4 of them and puts her on the bike springer. She runs with them. It's hard to believe, small little dog running with those big Huskies, but she's into it. They all get along just fine. It's hilarious. So back to the WooF driver for a minute and his Huskies. I found a tune here. Well, a couple of them that we haven't played, and if y'all want to listen to this music, it's soundcloud.com. I came on late. What time of dog today? Deborah says a Chinese Crested. A Chinese Crested. The WooF driver's fifth dog. It's one of these. What a contrast from his Huskies, huh? Little Gigi, the Chinese Crested, and she's the hairless variety. The Powder Puff has Sherry. Hi, thank you. Hair. Powder Puff hair, hairless, no hair. Just on the head and the tail and the feet. Kind of, sort of. Tail. Hairless variety. Okay. There was a tune I had earlier I wanted to play for you because we've done this is one I played. This is a cool tune, a little up-tempo tune, Take 'Em Out To Trot. It's a parody of an old song from the 70s, actually. Take 'Em Out To Trot.
It's time to trot, trot, trot. We've been waiting here, passing some leaves.
Dog's waiting to go.
We can ride far in our dreams, it's clean. And now the bus driver's here to stay. It's time to get in gear. He's always dreaming, doesn't just sound as to be. It's like a fantasy, for travel safe and free. So now he thinks it's one man's reality. And it's his plan, and the world destiny. It's still one man alone. He just takes control. He guides and takes us as a ship with the first blow. The train is open wide, so we let some lay it ride. And do those things that travel wanna do. Take 'em out to try. The time is always right. Take 'em out to try. You can find that light, give 'em all you got.
Give 'em all you got.
Let's get the wheeling ready. Take 'em out to try. Yeah, let's do it again. Roll, roll, roll and ride.
Roll and ride.
Roll and ride. Can't wait, yeah. Sometimes they climb on what I think that you should know. See the country go, the movie leaves show. I'll take some time just like a wind, but couldn't go somebody every step. You come to know. You know the way that I feel. Feeling get to move. It's time to live and give the moment they've been looking for. Never go big and wrong. This is what you need to know. We're wasting time in the bus, can't wait no more.
Take 'em out to trot.
The time is always right. Take 'em out to trot. You can ride the night, give 'em all you got. Let's get the wheeling ready. Take 'em out to trot. Yeah, let's do it
Give 'em out to trot. Okay, well, that was interesting. We just got cut off there on our little DJ machine. Sorry about it. Take 'em out to trot. Well, that's cool. You heard most of the tune. This thing's going crazy here. Very interesting. The internet's a funny thing sometimes when things happen here. What's going crazy on me here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this here and see what's going on. If you forgive me for that. That was a glitch. Never seen that like that happen. Well, anyway, take 'em out to trot. We got cut right off there. I hope anybody didn't get, whoa, what happened? Okay, well, let's play something else by the WooF driver. Let's do Let's see. Let me find something you might like here that you haven't heard. There's so much material here. SoundCloud.com, Wolf Driver, search, and you see all this material. Princess is the Girl. Now this is one we played before, and we just like this song because it's about Princess, and she's the husky of Wolf Driver's world because she's the female, and you know what that means. She's just she gets probably a little bit more action, not respect, but attention, because she's just so sweet. But she's a stubborn husky, and he had to train her, and he didn't get Princess till she was 4. So she's already 4 years old when she had to get some training on and be able to unleash her and let her run free without being ticky-tacky and run and not command and everything. So he had a time of it. He calls it taming this young Tart. Okay, and the lyrics are extensive here, but I love this tune. This original. Some of you might have already heard this. Princess is the girl, just playing along with that. I didn't play note for note what I played on the record, but thank you for loving the guitar, Elizabeth. We got a little rap here. Princess is in the house here. Love the guitar.
All the boys go rattling their toys and try to make some noise and get us into a pretty girl's toys. That's how we all know their play. So every day they can have it their way. We'll strut our tails and slash our nails. And these wild males ain't got nothing to do but fail. So they better go ahead and bail. Because if they make a scene, we might have to send their dreams to jail. That's how us pretty girls team and sail. You can see we are the princesses divas, and we ain't gonna feed ya. But if you play your cards right, we might just please ya. That's right, we wrote the book on how to lead ya and make them boys do nothing but need ya. Now I ain't talking about running a sledding route, and I don't have to tout that we can run a sled all about through the tundra, and you don't have to wonder why you all are diva lovers. That's right, we hang tight with any sled dog brothers, or for that matter, any others. You know us sisters are nature lovers, and we got good work ethics from our brothers. So if you feel the need to challenge our speed, you better be ready to concede that we are the best indeed.
Huskies.
Hey, all you wild hounds, I hope you're jamming to our sounds and barking real proud. That's right, we shine real bright, and everything we do is out of sight. Now we gonna light this town with our sweet howling sounds. That's why all our prima donna hounds are wearing the diva crown. You can see we can always be found, waving our tails around, banging our paws on the ground. Now get real loud and keep rocking till they close this place down. Living life out of sight is what us pretty girls like. Now your boyfriend
And
might
TDK,
want-
nice.
Wow, they look so right.
because he sees the light. Us husky girls always rock the night, and that is all right. Our wolf pack is so
Hi, Corinne.
tight. So get it together, and you too can roll with us forever. Pulling sleds, making the earth our bed. We dread the heat, have pads on our feet. Love to meet new pups, so sometimes we need to show them what's up. That's how we rough and strut our stuff and fluff our hair to keep us warm like a bear. Even in the coldest air, yeah, we got flair. So don't you dare take too long of a stare, because you will scare us right out of there. Now that's how we fare. And if you want to pair with one of us, you better know what's up. Now I'm gonna huff and puff like us hounds can, and that's a wrap for this jam and rant.
Little baby puppies, boy. Little huskies. Yeah, the WooF driver's dream little babies there. Sweet babies. And his 4-pack, Zorro, Jag, Jason, and Princess are just his loves. And little Chinese Crested. Love those puppies, Princess. Yes, I totally do. Now, what I was going to tell you about here is that tonight's breed was this Chinese Crested, which is the 5th pup that WooF Driver has, along with his 4-pack of Huskies. He has this little Chinese Crested, which we talked about. And I'll play that ditty about Gigi there, the Chinese Crested, here for you.
Are to the sleek varieties of the Chinese Crested doe, the hairless and the powder puff. The hairless variety is just that, hairless except for its feet, head, and tail. The powder puff has a long, soft coat and fluffy little tail. The powder puff variety, a beautiful dog with a full coat, a fur, male or female. The Chinese Crested. The skin and coat can be any color.
Hi, Joetta.
And solid, mixed, or spotted all over. Both hairless and the powder puff variety can be born in the same litter you see. With the head of the Chinese Crested being wedge-shaped when you view from the top or the side. You might just slip them in a basket and Gigi is one we know. She belongs to the WooF driver.
She's hairless
And
like
really
that.
loves to go out on the trails
Like that.
with her family.
Gigi.
Pack of Huskies, don't you know?
She's more white, but that's
Gigi
it.
is the Chinese Crested.
There she is.
We know.
Gigi, Chinese
That's
Crested.
Gigi, Gigi, the Chinese Crested. We know. Chinese Crested, we know. A little powder puff variety of the Chinese Crested. We know. That's Gigi, Gigi, Chinese Crested. We all know. Belongs to the WooF driver, don't you know? He takes her out with the Husky pack. Little bitty thing likes to go with the pack. Yes, she does. That's Gigi, Gigi, a one crested we know. Go, baby. Go with those big boys.
So that little
Right on that
little
cart.
Chinese Crested goes on a Springer with the other 4 Huskies on these rides on their trails, and love them all. Alicia says, it's funny because if she gets tired quicker than they do because she's got smaller and she her stamina may be different, plus her legs are short. He just if he just keep going, just get her off there, pick her up, put her in the cart and hold her. She'll just ride in the cart. Not a big deal, but she gets a lot of exercise with those Huskies. Can you imagine seeing that coming your way? These 4 beautiful Siberian Huskies and this little Chinese Crested all running together like it's no problem. Pretty neat, huh? Just totally different. You wouldn't think of that he would have her. I mean, maybe have her, but not take her out like with them. So it's pretty amazing. Watch his adventures, and you'll see there was one the other day when they went out. It's posted somewhere on the All Dog Network. So we're going to say, make this a little shorter show today. It's an afternoon show, only because of special circumstances. I'm glad I got to make it and did the Chinese Crested today. Remember, there's so many things coming our way on the All Dog Network. There's new stuff coming. You're going to love it. It just takes time to do all this. We're doing internet technologies, a new big site where everything's going to be consolidated in one site. I believe it's WooF Driver Unleashed. It's coming if it's not already up. We're going to be adding to it so you don't have to go to all these different sites to check the music and this and that and the other thing. Okay, it's all good. Meantime, if you want to hear more tunes, go to soundcloud.com and search WooF Driver. Go to wooftunes.com. Wooftunes.com, an incredible site that's got all this material, videos, pictures, you name it. It's all there. It's like a Disneyland for dogs. And dog flicks. A lot of videos of these tunes too that we've done. Very interesting videos with the artists that are singing the song in the background of him, WooF Driver, with the dogs out in the field wherever they are. I've got a couple I'm waiting to play until the weather gets cooler because it's about wintertime stuff. So I'm going to wait till the fall, which will be right around the corner. Then we'll be playing that stuff. We don't do it in the summer. But we'll get in the mood when it gets cooler in the fall and the winter. You'll love this stuff. It's a lot of original stuff of out in the snow and stuff with doing the same, these trails and the mushing and stuff. So year round, we got stuff that's going to be that's amazing stuff because the love of the dogs never goes away. Never goes away. And like I say, keep them safe, sound, out of the heat, fresh water, exercise. If you're looking for a new member, new pup, pooch, hit your shelters, check it out. And we're going to be back tomorrow evening, probably normal time, around 7:30 with another breed show. We're going to talk about that bike springer some more, the Walk for a Dog app some more, T-shirts some more. We should be hearing about these pretty soon, and how we're going to be able to make them available and the price and how much we're going to donate to the shelters and that and all that. So y'all have a great night. And thanks for coming in the afternoon here and joining me. I didn't think anybody would show up, but it's so good. Sue, Rowan, Corinne, Joetta, Alice, Faye, Hendricks, everybody who's here. God bless you, and we look forward to seeing you again. And thanks for supporting the All Dog Network, alldognetwork.com. This show and everything else is on that one. The thing about the pit bulls that you want to know about, like I said, you got the information, thedogcounselor.com. Dean Miller, his shows, episodes on the All Dog Network. Bye-bye, Debbie. I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll see y'all at that time tomorrow. Right now, we're going to jump and jam right out of here. Have fun. Have a great night.